Hello YouTube, my name is Bacon Thief, and today I'm going to be talking about changing the way that you think, just in general, thinking of in a more positive manner, and having positive thinking. So here recently I got some knowledge from one of the other college students at my school, and he's like older than me, like way older than me. Like he grew up, like he was put up for adoption as a baby. He grew up in a group home. He was raped at the group home. He was homeless for a while. So this man has really gone, and like he's hitchhiked around the country, like hitchhiked throughout different countries. So yeah, he's definitely a very rounded guy. He's gone through a lot in life, and so he kind of gave me some knowledge. Me and the other students were having conversations about how stress is getting us down and stuff like that, and so he kind of gave us this knowledge. He said self-help books, like the ones that teach you like how to think to make yourself feel better. He says self-help books are basically teaching you the same thing. They're all trying to tell you the same thing. You have the power to change how you feel about things. There's so many of them because they're all trying to tell you the same thing in different ways, because every person is different, and so you may not take it from one person, but you'll take it in another person because you like the way they say it. He told us that one thing that he does is whenever he starts getting really huffed and puffed, and he starts getting like really upset, his blood starts boiling, all of that, he stops and he thinks about himself. Like he thinks about how he's currently feeling and why he's feeling that. And then he tries to change how he's feeling. Like if you understand why you're feeling something, then you can change it. You can, so if you just go, I'm angry, I want to be calm, it's not really going to work. But if you go, I'm angry, and I'm angry because of this, but I can feel calm because of this, and I can feel calm, it makes me more mature or whatever, and then you act that way. It's pretty much just like training your mind. Like, how they say stop to think before you speak? Well, that's just saying think about what you're saying. But this is think about how you're feeling, how you present yourself. And I've recently tried out this method. I was at the dinner table, and me and my stepmom, we just kind of bash heads a lot, because she's a very energetic, hot-headed person, and I'm calmer and quieter, but I mean, like, she has this tone about her where it's kind of like you do what I say, and what I say is right, or like you don't have an opinion, so what you say is wrong, which boils my blood because I think everyone has their opinions. I'm not saying anyone is right, anyone is wrong. We can form our own opinions on different things and opinions of other people's opinions. That's just how we work. She said something and it started to boil me up, and then I just kind of stopped and I kind of went, okay, I'm starting to get really irritated with her now. I know if I try to come back with something, she's probably gonna we're probably gonna have an argument again. So I said, alright. So I was like, alright, so I'm gonna come back calm, and I'm gonna be more logical than really just opinion or sarcastic, I don't know. But anyways, I came back with something logical instead, and she didn't know what to do because it was just different. It was I came back with a more mature response than just me and her just being angry with each other. So yeah, that was good. And like I was kind of proud of myself after dinner because I was just like, haha, you don't get a rise out of me. So yeah, I mean, I'm not saying this stuff is gonna happen immediately. It was just cool how I just like stopped and like I just took into account how I'm feeling, and then I just was gonna like, okay, instead of going this route, I'm gonna go this route, and it worked out. So I felt better about myself later. So that was really good. But I'm not saying this stuff's gonna happen immediately. Some things take longer to make happen, to be able to change how you're feeling about it. It's training your brain to feel a different way, react a different way. For example, something that I'm still working on very, very heavily is at night I will get bad memories coming back to me, and it just will keep me up at night and just make me feel awful. Like, so then I can't sleep because I have these things running through my mind, and then I get irritated that I can't sleep and that I'm having these things run through my mind. And then when I'm irritated, I become vulnerable, and so that's usually when the emotions start. I either become really angry or really sad. And then it's just a terrible night for me, and I just get horrible night's sleep. So yeah, it's something I'm still definitely working on. The more traumatic an event, the harder it can be to get it out of your head, or be able to be calm about it. I saw a man getting arrested while I was on the bus one day. Like, he wasn't getting arrested on the bus, but we were passing by the man on the street, and he was getting arrested, and it was just like instantly, it just reminded me of my dad when my dad got arrested in front of me. It was just like I just started silently crying on the bus, like almost instantly. And like this man had like a look on his face that reminded me of my dad when my dad got arrested. That's a completely different video, which I don't know if I would ever post that kind of video. It reminded me of that, and it just got to me instantly. But now that I pull up that memory now, like I'm able to think about it, and I'm not really going to a sad place. I'm learning how to be calm about it. Like yes, this happened in the past, but my dad is okay now. My dad has a good life now. Same thing with my brother, my mom, my friends. Some of my friends went through hard times, and sometimes I pull up bad memories, embarrassing memories. Yeah, those things happened, but they don't have to bother me now because now things are a lot better. So it kind of helps stop the past from coming back and beating you up, pretty much, beating you up emotionally. One thing, so training your mind reminds me of hypnosis, which this basically is, because hypnosis can help people train their mind, can help them relax, help them sleep, help them stop certain habits. So, for instance, there was a guy who trained himself to feel no pain. And so he went through a surgery without being put under and without any numbing medications. And so all he did was throughout the entire surgery is he just said no pain, no pain, no pain, over and over. And so the entire surgery, like he put himself into this trance, so the entire surgery he didn't feel a thing. That to me is just amazing, that you can go through an entire surgery without feeling a thing because you've trained yourself. And so, these fingers say no pain. These fingers could say relaxation, starting from your toes up to your head. These ones could help you focus better. When you need a little bit extra focus in mathematics, so you're starting to feel tired, you can just go focus, 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 and you'll just start and you'll open your mind up more and be able to focus better. And you can train all of your fingers to do something, and that to me blows my mind because I'm just if I just got into a really bad accident, I can just go no pain, or relax, relax, and like I could get through a ton of different scenarios. It does amaze me. I've only been hypnotized once in my life, and it wasn't really, it was professionally, but it wasn't for hypnotherapy. It was just like a little fun thing that they had at the fair. Like I went to a state fair, and they had a hypnotist there who will put an entire crowd into a trance and make them do things. But for those of you who are scared of hypnosis, don't be, because you're not going to get hypnotized against your will. You'll only be hypnotized if you wish to be hypnotized. You will not be hypnotized. Some people hypnotize better than other people. Some people are more willing to give in to suggestion, because that's all it is. It's the power of suggestion, which is just whoa. But like, it's like suggesting that you go into this trance, you listen to this music, you listen to this sound until you go into this trance, and you do things involuntarily, but you're volunteering to do it, but you're not really controlling your body anymore. I don't know, that's like the best way that I could probably explain that, but pretty much what he has to, I remember one part of it pretty well. He said, there's money falling from the ceiling, it's all over the ground, pick it up and hide it in your clothes. So all these people are like putting it in their pockets and putting it into their shirts, and just grabbing air and just pretending that it's money and just putting it into their pockets and their shirts. And I was one of those people doing that. And then he said, it's kind of hard to recall, but he said, okay, the money just turned to cockroaches. Get it out of your clothes. The cockroaches all over you. And like everyone's like panicking, like trying to get out of their clothes. And like apparently I got up on the seat. I was in the back row, and I got up on the seat like trying to get off the floor. So yeah, apparently I have a fear of cockroaches that I never knew. And then another thing was, he said, bring your shoe up to your ear. Your shoe is now a phone. Pick up the phone, someone's calling you. And so everyone else took off their shoe and put it up to their ear. Me, I took my foot and I brought it up to my ear. And people in the crowd like, what? She's flexible. How's she? Anyone else just takes her shoe off, and I'm just like, what? So yeah, I know that I can be hypnotized. I know 100% that I can be hypnotized, and so I would love to go to hypnotherapy and just work on stuff, talk through stuff. It would just be amazing to me. I have practiced self-hypnosis. We practically all have practiced self-hypnosis, When you're younger, they tell you to count sheep as you're trying to go to sleep. Like, you imagine sheep jumping over a fence. That's the same thing as hypnosis. You're putting yourself into a trance. You're counting sheep, and as each one jumps over to the fence after you've counted them, you fall deeper into sleep until the point that you are asleep, and it gets you to go to sleep for the night. So yeah, I've practiced sleep remedying ones. I've practiced complete relaxation ones from my toes all the way up to my head. I don't really do funny ones on my own. That would be just boring. Another thing to not be fearful about hypnosis, you think that you're gonna put into a trance and never wake up again. The trances actually only last for 30 minutes. They really can't, it varies from person to person, but they really can't put a person into a trance for more than 30 minutes because your mind just sort of wakes up and you enter a different stage of unconsciousness. Different people have different ways to deal with their stress in their lives, stress and anxieties, and one thing that I mainly see is people turn to either alcohol or drugs. have negative effects. I mean, I would be more open to at least alcohol, because alcohol, like, you do a half glass and you get buzzed until you relax. A lot of people don't do moderation anymore. They do binge drinking. They keep drinking until they are drunk. And, like, you don't have to do that. Like, I mean, now that you've done that, your tolerance level goes all the way up. But to all the new drinkers out there, if you just don't drink for a while, your tolerance can go back down. But if you drink half a glass and stop, and just let that buzz you and relax you, you won't get, it's less likely for you to get health problems. It's less likely, liver damage, other alcohol problems. I don't know, I should have looked up side effects before I did this, but I'm sure there's plenty. Brain damage, yeah. But then other people will turn to things like marijuana, which can actually it's not legal in my state, but in other states now it's legal. And it can cause anxiety. It can cause paranoia. And, like, that to me is just enough for me to say, and nope. Because I've seen people who do it, and I've seen what they act like a lot of the time, because they're very paranoid, they're very anxious. College friends, boyfriends, they are very, very paranoid a lot of time, and they just fear and are very anxious. And so, the girlfriend doesn't really see it, but I see it, and so I'm just like, because it's one of those things where it's like, because the girlfriend doesn't do it, but he does it, and she doesn't really approve of it, but he does it anyways. But yeah, it just doesn't help you at all. Like, it just makes you anxious, and it does more damage than really help. So I encourage people to at least try self-hypnosis. It's definitely not easy. It's not the easy way out, but it's worth a try. And I mean, if people did things more in moderation, we could have a better planet, maybe. And maybe if more people would practice hypnosis, or have more positive thinking going on, maybe the world would be a better place, and we'd have less hotheads. Now, I don't know if I just ramble throughout this thing. I might have a hard time editing this, but hopefully I won't. I just really want to share this knowledge with you guys, so I really think it's interesting. I adore hypnosis. I wish that I could be a hypnotherapist now. Like, I don't know, it just sounds amazing to me. I challenge all of you to do it. Just look things up. There's videos on YouTube that help with self-hypnosis. And yeah, just comment down below if you've had any good positive experiences with hypnosis, or if later on, after you've tried it, you've had some good experiences. I would love to find out. And this whole thing just fascinates me. So, and it really does work. I've tested it out myself. So yeah, I think I talked about everything that's on my list. Like, I literally made a list today because I was just like, there's so much under this topic I want to talk about. So yeah. Anyways, guys, won't talk your ear off anymore. Alright, guys. Stay positive. I'll see you guys later. Bye. Hello, YouTube. I am Bacon Thief, and this is my brand new channel. Clocks. Bald eagle is a symbol of American culture. An American flag is a symbol of American culture. A fast food restaurant chain with a clown as their mascot is not a symbol for U.S. culture. Hyper, like, you couldn't sit down, write anything. You couldn't sit down and relax, or, this video's gonna get 10,000 reviews because you're in it.